Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today we are going to study about animals and their habitats. In this chapter, you will inshallah learn to define habitat and population, define adaptation, and explain its different kinds. You will also be able to list rainforests, deserts, tundra, grasslands, oceans, freshwater, and urban areas as unique and separate habitats. And you'll be able to list the characteristics of different kinds of habitats and the kinds of animals that live in each of them. You will be able to represent different habitats as simple models. And you'll be able to compare and contrast the characteristics of different habitats and the animals living in them. Today, in this first lesson, you will be able to define habitat and population. So this will be our focus in lesson number 1. Look at this picture. What do you see? Which animal is this? What does this animal eat? What does it drink? And what does it breathe in? Where does it take the things it needs? Can you see in the background? What do you think these zebras are eating? And what do you think they drink? Yes, they drink water. And what do you think they breathe in? Oxygen, right. A place where an animal gets everything it needs for its life is called its habitat. Now take an empty shoebox and make a model living place for zebras. Now your model living place should have all the things that zebras need to survive. Survive means need to live. Place toy zebras in your model habitat or use zebra stickers pasted on ice cream sticks. So this is how you will be able to make a model living place for zebras where there is grass and water and plenty of air to breathe in. Now, can you compare the habitat that is suitable for a frog and compare it with the habitat that is suitable for a zebra? And what is the common things between them? What are the differences? So you will write the common things here and the different things in these two columns. You can also compare a goldfish with a zebra. So it's up to you. You can either make this Venn diagram or you can make a Venn diagram or complete the Venn diagram given on page number 27 of your book. You can pause the video here and do the task. Now we come to the first lesson, which is habitats and population. What do you see in this picture? Yes, lots and lots of zebras running together. So this is a herd of zebras. And what are these? A large group of elephants walking, running together. And this is a colony of penguins. So some animals live in groups, and this helps them to protect themselves from predators, from animals that eat them. Look at this map. Can you see these green areas? This is a grassland called prairies, pampas, savannas, veld, steppes, and downs. So these are different grasslands scattered all over the world. And this area is completely devoid grasslands. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created grassy areas called grasslands for zebras to live in. Grasslands have plenty of grass and water and make a nice living place for all the grazing animals. So which animals are grazing animals? The animals that eat grass. Cows, buffaloes, sheep, all of these are grazing animals. Why doesn't a zebra live in a river like a goldfish? Why can't it live there? Yes, you're right. Zebras eat grass. They need oxygen to breathe in. And they eat grass. They drink water. If they are put in water, how will they breathe? Their bodies are not designed to live underwater like the fish. The fish have gills through which it breathes. Yes. It cannot live in a river because there will be no grass for it to feed upon, and it will not be able to breathe underwater like a fish. So how can it live under the river? So what is habitat? A place where an animal gets everything it needs for its life is called its habitat. You can see this is an aquatic habitat where all the animals can live in water. Aqua means water. So aquatic is of the water. So these are all animals of the water. And there is another type of habitat which is called terrestrial. And terrestrial means land. So animals that live on land, so they live in terrestrial habitat. And animals that live in water, they live in aquatic habitat. So habitat is a place where an animal gets everything it needs for its life. Right? So therefore, they can live over here. All their needs are fulfilled. And zebras cannot live over here. They are terrestrial animals and they will live in a terrestrial habitat where all their needs are met. A place where an animal gets everything it needs for its life is called its habitat. And there are different kinds of habitats. Arboreal animals live in trees, and fossorial animals live underwater. Terrestrial animals live on the ground, and aquatic animals live in water. So this is an aquatic habitat, terrestrial habitat where terrestrial animals live, and arboreal animals that live in trees like monkeys and koalas. Fossorial animals are animals that make holes in the ground and live in them, like rabbits and moles. In this unit, we are going to focus on only two kinds of habitat, that is terrestrial and aquatic. So terrestrial animals live in terrestrial habitat and they live on the ground. Aquatic animals live in aquatic habitat and they live in water. What is a population? Zebras live together in groups called herds. A group of similar animals living in the same place. So similar animals living in the same place, in the same area, at the same time is called a population. A population may have several herds. So here is a herd of elephants, herd of zebras, colony of penguins, and a pack of wolves. All of these are different populations. Okay, let's answer a few questions. So, what is a habitat? What kinds of animals live in grasslands? And what is a population? Pause the video here and answer all these questions. That's all for today. Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.